Emma, about high school admission, can we talk for a moment?
Sure, Mom, what's up?
After all, you want your first choice to be the high school in a neighboring town, right?
Yeah. The commute will be tough, but I absolutely want to go to that private high school in the neighboring town because the uniform is super cute.
I see. Then if you want, how about actually taking the entrance exam?
What? Really? Mom, you kept saying it was impossible because I'd never be able to wake up at 5 a.m. every morning. What changed your mind so suddenly?
Well, about that. If you and I lived near the high school, there wouldn't be any particular problem, I think.
Huh? Live near there? You and me? What do you mean? Like we'd move there?
Actually, Dad and I are thinking about getting divorced.
Huh? Oh, wait, what did you just say? Divorced? Are you serious?
We're thinking of divorcing when you graduate middle school, Emma, and then you would move to the neighboring town with me. I've already been looking at apartments there. There are some nice places within walking distance of your dream school, so then everything will work out for you. What do you think about that?
Wait a minute. Divorce from Dad? What's this all of a sudden?
Actually, well, Dad and I had a big fight. Such a big fight that it's difficult to continue as a family, so I think divorce is the only option.
A big fight about what? What happened?
It's complicated, Emma. Adult relationships can be difficult to understand.
Hey, Mom, could it be that Dad's affair is the cause?
What? Emma, did you know about it?
Yeah, I actually saw them by chance. Dad was walking hand in hand with a beautiful woman. It was like 3 weeks ago near the station downtown. I was with my friends and I saw them going into that fancy restaurant. I thought maybe it was a work thing, but they were definitely holding hands together.
Oh, is that so? Anyway, it's complicated, but then I guess this makes things easier to explain. So the thing is, Dad betrayed you and me by having an affair. So I was thinking, after the divorce, let's move to the neighboring town together. We can start fresh, a new life, living just the two of us.
No, I'm not moving. Can't you go to the neighboring town by yourself?
What?
Because I'm going to continue to live with Dad. You adults are free to divorce, but then please leave by yourself. Don't drag me into this. I have my friends here, my life here.
But Emma, why? You're choosing Dad who had an affair? After what you just told me you saw?
Yeah, affairs are pretty normal, right? They show them on TV news all the time. Politicians, celebrities, everyone does it. Besides, even though Dad had an affair, he's still fulfilling his role as a father. He properly earns enough so I don't have to go without anything. He pays for my school, my clothes, everything.
Huh?
If Dad had an affair and low income, that would be impossible. But Dad properly earns money from his job. Dad working at a big corporation and Mom working at a small company, so the only answer is to go with Dad. I mean, think about it logically.
Wait a minute. Huh? You decided based on your parents' income?
Yeah, I'm still a kid. I can't survive without adults taking care of me, so I'll decide based on which one will make me happier, right? I want to keep going to cram school. I want to keep buying clothes and hanging out with friends.
Then it should definitely be me.
Huh?
Emma, the work situation is different. You need to listen to me, actually.
What's different? I don't care about excuses or anything like that, so just get out already, you poor housewife!
Huh.
Sorry, but yesterday Dad told me. He said we'll probably divorce, but if you go with Mom, be prepared for a poor life. He said you barely make any money compared to him, and that you would probably have to move to some tiny apartment.
What did you say?
That's why I'm going to live with Dad, so just hurry up and leave. Dad and I will be perfectly fine without you, so you don't have to wait for my graduation or anything to get divorced.
Hey, Mike, what is this about? You filled our daughter Emma's head with strange ideas, didn't you?
Hey, what are you talking about? I have no idea what you mean.
Don't play dumb. You told Emma, didn't you, that if she goes with me, she'll live in poverty. How could you say such a thing?
Shut up. I love my daughter, too. For that, I'll even exaggerate things a bit. A father has to protect his child's future.
Oh, you have love for your daughter? You left everything about raising a child to me. When was the last time you helped with her homework? When did you last go to a parent-teacher conference?
Shut up! A father's love is hard to see, but I properly love my daughter Emma. I'll do anything to live with her.
What is a man who has affairs saying? A man who truly loves his daughter wouldn't have an affair that triggers divorce. You destroyed this family, not me.
Hey, don't get angry just because Emma didn't choose you. Face the facts. She chose her father over her mother.
Huh?
I understand you want to be angry after being abandoned despite taking care of her for years, but it's your fault for not being able to convince her again, so don't take it out on me.
You're right. After all, Emma has the right to decide on custody. Whatever she chooses, I can't complain about what Emma decided.
Then custody goes to me, right? Well then, let's have you start paying child support to us from next month. $3,000 every month from now on. Thanks! It's the least you can do as a mother.
Huh? Wait a minute. Child support is $3,000 a month? That seems extremely high.
Yeah, that's right. Just so you know, it's not a rip-off. It says so in the child support calculation table, so it can't be helped. I looked it all up online already.
Mike, your purpose was this child support from the beginning. That's why you plotted to take custody of our daughter.
Hey, Emma said she's going with me. No matter what accusations you make, you have no choice but to pay as a mother.
You planned to claim custody with this intention from the start. That's the worst. What do you think children are? She's not a paycheck. She's our daughter.
Well, don't get so angry. Sure, child support was part of the goal, but it's really better for Emma if I get custody. Think about it rationally.
What do you mean?
Because after divorcing you, I'm planning to remarry my girlfriend right away.
What?
Then we'll both have parents here and a good environment for our daughter. This should be better for Emma than making her a single-parent household kid. She'll have a proper family again.
A proper family with your affair partner? That's enough. I realize that talking to you is a complete waste of time. I'll divorce you quickly and get out.
Yeah, get out! Get out! Just make sure to keep up with the child support from now on.
Mom, I just heard. So Dad's kicking you out? Sounds like he told you to get out quickly.
Yes, that's right. So I need to pack my things quickly.
Huh? You're being so calm about this. I thought you'd be crying your eyes out and going crazy.
Hey, Emma, let me ask one last time. Are you really okay with going with Dad?
Huh? What's with that question? You're being annoying. I already told you my decision. Why do you keep asking the same thing?
That person had an affair, and he's the worst kind of guy. You're already in middle school and can make proper judgments, right? And you still say you want Dad? Dad hardly took care of you at all. I'm the one who helped with homework, went to school events, stayed up when you were sick.
Look, for kids, who took care of them is totally irrelevant. More than that, it's about who has money. Dad can buy me things, take me places. That's what matters in real life.
Hey, Emma, if that's the case, then you should definitely come with me.
Huh? Save the nonsense for when you're sleeping. Who would go with you who works at a small company with low pay? Dad explained everything about your job. How you barely contribute to the household income. You should stop being stubborn and just continue being married to Dad while accepting his affair. Lots of wives do that, you know. Just pretend you don't know and keep the family together.
Who would do such a thing? What are you even saying? Have some self-respect, Emma.
But if you divorce, you will go straight into poverty. So is it really okay to be so stubborn? You should just honestly tell Dad, please don't divorce me. Swallow your pride and apologize for being a bad wife.
What did you say? Who taught you to think like this?
Mom, are you really going to be okay divorcing Dad? A lonely, miserable life of poverty is guaranteed. How pitiful! You'll probably have to get multiple part-time jobs, living in some tiny apartment, eating convenience store food.
I make $200,000 a year, so I'll be fine.
Huh?
So, you're worried about me leaving. I'm glad you had at least some conscience. It seems my child rearing wasn't completely wasted.
Wait, Mom, what are you suddenly saying? Oh, maybe it's a typo?
Huh? What is?
Right, there's no way you make $200,000 a year because your annual salary is a pitiful $10,000. That's barely anything.
What?
That's what Dad said. He said Mom looks like she's working hard, but actually makes only $10,000 a year. Because you work at a terrible small company, your salary is low.
Dad told you that? And you believe him?
Yeah, but unlike you, Dad works only 4 days a week and makes $100,000 at a big corporation. That's why Dad said I'd definitely be happier with him. He said with his salary, I could go to any private school I want, even that expensive prep school I mentioned.
I can't believe this. First, let me say that people who have affairs are also the type who lie to people easily.
Huh? What do you mean by that?
Dad makes $100,000, working 4 days a week at a big corporation? What is that man talking about, when he's actually just an unemployed freeloader?
Huh? Actually, an unemployed freeloader? What do you mean by that? That's impossible, Mom, because Dad goes to work every day.
You must have believed his words, but actually, Dad isn't working at all. He quit his company 3 years ago. 3 years ago, Emma. Think about it.
Huh? 3 years ago? That's when I started middle school, but that can't be right.
Meanwhile, I work hard for Dad's share too, making $200,000 a year. Our household was sustained by my earnings. Every bill, every expense, your school fees, all from my salary.
Wait, that's a lie. Don't say random things just because you want custody of me. You're just making stuff up now because you're so desperate.
Oh, it's true. If you can't believe it, why don't you ask Dad directly about all of this?
No, I don't need to ask, because this is absolutely impossible. Quitting his company 3 years ago, that's a lie. Dad also went to work from morning to evening every day. We always left the house together as a family of 3, with him saying, I'm off to work. I saw it with my own eyes every single day.
That's right. I went to the office, you went to school, and Dad went to his parents' house every day.
Huh? Parents' house? You mean Grandma and Grandpa's house?
That's right. Dad actually went to his parents' house from morning to evening every day.
Why? Why did he need to go there every day? What was he doing there?
It was for caregiving.
What? Caregiving? But why didn't anyone tell me?
These past few years, Emma, you've been busy with school and club activities. You haven't been able to visit Grandma and Grandpa's house at all, so you wouldn't know, but Grandma and Grandpa became unable to care for themselves. Dad said they needed full-time care.
Really? Wait, so Dad isn't a freeloader but just not working because of caregiving? I had no idea Grandma and Grandpa were in such bad condition.
That's right. But since being unemployed is embarrassing, he asked me not to tell you. He said he didn't want you to worry about money.
I see. That's an understandable situation. Actually, Dad is amazing for quitting work to do caregiving. That shows he really cares about family.
Yeah, I was fooled thinking the same thing.
Huh? Fooled? What do you mean fooled?
The caregiving was a complete lie. Even that was Dad's lie.
Huh? Wait, what do you mean? I don't understand the story at all. You just said Grandma and Grandpa needed caregiving.
The truth is, Grandma and Grandpa are healthy enough that they don't need caregiving. It seems Dad wanted to quit his job and laze around, but of course, I wouldn't allow that, so he involved his parents in lying to me. They all conspired together to deceive me.
What? Then what was Dad doing at Grandma and Grandpa's house every day? If they didn't need care, why was he there?
He was just lazing around, playing games, watching YouTube, eating lunch that Grandma made, just sleeping on their couch, using their internet, living like a teenager with no responsibilities. And as a result of having too much free time, he started having an affair.
What is that? Unbelievable. So he's been lying to both of us this whole time? About work, about money, about everything?
But even so, you like that kind of dad, don't you? I will leave alone, so live happily together with Dad and your new mom, the 3 of you.
Hey, Susan! How long have you known? Just answer me right now!
Known what? You'll have to be more specific.
Don't play dumb. Answer me. How long have you known that my parents are healthy enough not to need caregiving? When did you find out I wasn't actually doing caregiving?
About half a year ago, I suppose. A young person at work recommended Instagram, so I registered.
Ah! What does Instagram have to do with anything?
Then, through contact synchronization, your parents' account showed up. I was shocked to see your parents, who seemed to have such a hard time with canes, in front of me, energetically climbing Mount Washington. Your mother looked healthier than me in those hiking photos.
What? Mom and Dad were on Instagram?
They've already climbed 10 mountains just this year. And not just easy trails, challenging mountain peaks. There were even photos of you and your affair partner climbing together. I have screenshots of all their Instagram posts. Having an affair with your parents' approval, what a privileged position.
No, that's different.
What's different about it? Do you want to say that you explained to me it was an affair due to caregiving stress?
Well, that is... Look, the situation is complicated.
Just so you know, after the divorce is finalized, I'm also going to sue your parents as accomplices to the affair.
Huh? Accomplices? Wait, you can't sue my parents?
Affairs are illegal acts. I can claim damages for promoting that illegal act. They helped you deceive me, provided you with alibis. They're accessories to fraud and adultery. You're a whole family of liars and cheaters.
Really? But they're old people. They don't have money to pay damages. You can't do this to us.
Actions have consequences, Mike. Be prepared for deceiving me as a family.
Mom, I'm going with you! If I go with Dad, I'll go straight into poverty. I absolutely don't want that. So please, let me come with you.
Oh, what's this all of a sudden? I thought you had made your decision already.
I heard about the situation, Mom. You claimed damages from Dad, his affair partner, and Grandma and Grandpa, right? The whole house is now in chaos.
Yes, that's right. I claimed about $50,000 from Dad, $30,000 from his affair partner, and $20,000 from his parents. It's what they owe for the deception and betrayal.
And because of that, there's a huge fight going on here. The affair partner, Grandma and Grandpa, everyone is saying they'll cut ties with Dad. Everyone is screaming at each other. It's like a war zone in this house.
What?
Dad said he never thought he'd be claimed for so much in damages. Since he's unemployed with no ability to pay, he thought even if sued for damages by you, it would be about $3,000 at most. He kept saying, how can she ask for so much money? He was crying about how unfair it is.
Oh, that man is such an idiot. Even without ability to pay, there's still a duty to pay. I can't believe he didn't even know about that. Anyway, I'm prepared to go to court and seize assets.
But in Dad's mind, he thought the damages would be just a little, and then everyone would live together at Grandpa's house. Then there'd be no rent, and the affair partner is a nurse with money. He had it all planned out like some fantasy.
So, he planned to stay unemployed even after remarriage? What kind of man expects his new wife to support him?
But his girlfriend didn't know about living together, and she broke up with Dad after being forced to pay damages. She won't even answer his calls anymore. She blocked him on everything.
What? So his perfect plan fell apart immediately.
So Dad frantically asked Grandma and Grandpa to lend him money. But Grandma and Grandpa were angry, saying, we have to pay money because of you. We helped you, and this is how you repay us. And they cut ties with him. They said they're too old to deal with his drama.
Nobody predicted this would happen. How lightly did they take affairs? Did they think there would be no consequences?
So at this rate, I'll end up living alone with unemployed Dad. Dad told me to give up on high school and start working after graduating middle school. He said we need the income and can't afford school fees. He wants me to get a job at a convenience store or something.
I suppose that's what would happen, especially since that man couldn't afford private high school. He can barely afford food at this point.
I hate that. That's why I'm going with you. Please, I'm begging you. I'll be a good daughter from now on.
But I don't want that. I absolutely won't take custody, so don't come to me. You made your choice. Stick with it.
Don't say such cruel things. I was lied to. I didn't know the truth. Please have mercy on me.
No way.
Then I have my own ideas too. I'll really claim that $3,000 monthly child support with Dad. Dad told me I should be able to get at least that much. Is that really okay with you? You'll have to pay me every month for years.
That's fine. I'll make it offset against the damages from the affair partner and your grandparents.
Huh? What do you mean offset?
If you pay the damages in a lump sum, I'll pay $3,000 monthly child support. But if that's impossible, I'll waive the damages in exchange for offsetting with child support. Simple business transaction.
Wait, offsetting means I won't get child support either? You won't do anything for me? You'll just abandon me completely?
Why do you think I'm giving you two choices? If you want child support, just bring $100,000 in lump sum damages. If your dad and his family can pay what they owe, then I'll support you.
There's no way Dad can do that. He doesn't have $100,000. His parents will never give him that much money.
Then offsetting with child support is still better. Tell Dad he should be happy the amount he has to pay decreased. He's getting a discount on his debts.
That's... Mom, please, I'm your daughter. Don't you love me at all?
Well then, Emma, take care. You two deserve each other. Live happily with Dad. The divorce was finalized shortly after, with child support being offset against damage reduction. My daughter Emma apparently decided not to continue her education after graduating middle school and to start working instead. She said, "I've lost all motivation to study," and turned to delinquency, frequently getting into trouble with the police. As for my ex-husband, Mike, he finally started working, but no company would hire a middle-aged former freeloader. He's now making ends meet with a part-time job at a moving company. However, he quickly hurt his knee, got a slipped disc, and when he returned to work, he broke customers' belongings. He's apparently on the verge of being fired. Despite being a family of just two, I hear their household dysfunction is unstoppable.